Hello, it's me. Number 4, Cleopatra and Julius Caesar. Cleopatra, the last active ruler of the Ptolemaic kingdom of Egypt, was renowned throughout the ancient world for her unmatched beauty. In fact, according to legend, she was so stunning that when Caesar first laid eyes on her, he immediately fell madly in love. She was highly intelligent, quick-witted, and could hold her own in a conversation with the most learned scholars of her time. She was also multilingual, speaking at least 9 different languages, including Egyptian, Greek, and Latin. This linguistic ability allowed her to connect with people from all over the empire, and she used it to great effect, charming everyone from merchants to generals. Like Caesar, he too was besotted with Cleopatra. The drama came to a head in 32 BC when Octavian, Caesar's adopted son and heir, invaded Egypt. Well, first off, don't trust power-hungry politicians. Both Caesar and Antony were lured into doing things they would unnormally do, simply because Cleopatra was so charming and persuasive. Secondly, never keep a woman waiting. According to Plutarch, Antony made the mistake of keeping Cleopatra waiting while he went to get his toga cleaned. She took offense to this slight and decided to teach him a lesson. When Antony finally arrived, she had him put in a dungeon and only let him out after he had humbled himself before her. Finally, always keep your friends close, but your enemies closer. Cleopatra was known for her ability to make powerful enemies into loyal friends. She used her charm and wit to win over the hearts and minds of the Roman elite, and it worked like a charm. Cleopatra and Antony fought back, but they were no match for Octavian's superior forces. What's certain is that she was an intelligent, ambitious, and highly skilled ruler who knew how to use her assets to her advantage. In a world dominated by men, she carved out a place for herself and made her kingdom the envy of the ancient world. So next time you think you're having a bad hair day, just remember, it could be much worse. You could be living in ancient Egypt and trying to woo the most powerful man in Rome. In the end, Antony and Cleopatra were defeated and both committed suicide. In fact, their relationship was even more scandalous. Antony gave Cleopatra the nickname New Isis, the Egyptian goddess of love and magic. He also showered her with gifts, including a golden palace and a fleet of luxury ships. The two of them ruled Egypt together as lovers and co-rulers, living in a world of luxury and excess. But how true are these claims? Did this Egyptian queen really have some magical allure that captivated the hearts of men? She wanted to restore Egypt to its former glory and make her kingdom the center of the known world once again. When they met, he was so overcome by her beauty that he forgot all about his plans to conquer Egypt. Instead, he spent several months just hanging out with Cleopatra, enjoying her company and having the time of his life.
Of course.
This didn't sit well with the Roman Senate, who saw Cleopatra as nothing more than a dangerous seductress. They forced Caesar to choose between Cleopatra and Rome, and ultimately, he chose Rome. He went back on his word and invaded Egypt. Cleopatra, knowing that she war against Rome, pretended to commit suicide rather than be taken captive. Caesar, believing to be dead, his own life soon after. To do this, she needed the support of powerful allies, and she knew exactly where to find them. And if so, what made her so irresistible? Well, we do know that Cleopatra wasn't just a pretty face. In addition to her brains, Cleopatra was also incredibly ambitious. Julius Caesar, the most powerful man in Rome. He was also according to legend, completely smitten with Cleopatra. Story doesn't end there. Enter Mark Antony, Caesar's right-hand man, and one of the most powerful men in the Roman Empire. Of course, it didn't last forever. As the Romans grew tired of Cleopatra's influence over Egypt, they declared war on Egypt. So what can we learn from the tale of Cleopatra and Mark Antony? Whether Cleopatra was as beautiful as legend has it is a debate. Subscribe and come soon for another exciting episode. See you next time.